Welcome to Post Game Podcast. I'm your host, June. I got my boy B Foster in the building. Subscribe to Bleachers to Speakers on YouTube. Check us out on all podcast streaming platforms. All you have to do is type in Post Game Podcast, FFSN, and basically those are platforms like Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts. You can catch more material from us. You can follow us there. Check us out. You've got Bleachers and Speakers and Post Game Podcast at your disposal through those channels. We're going to continue the off-season vibes with this featured player of the week. The draft is a little over 3 weeks away, so it's getting close to the time for the Pistons to pick their future players or do whatever they're going to do. We're going to see on draft night. But this Foster's going to go ahead and talk about this next prospect we got. Who you talking about right now?
All right, we're talking about Tyler Kolek out of Marquette. He's a very interesting prospect and could have a nice fit in a specific situation, and we will get to that. But he is 6'3", 195 pounds, and he's a 4-year senior out of Marquette. He is an elite feel for the game. He is a special passer with elite court vision. He's a true facilitator and a leader on the floor. He's projected to go in the late first round to early second round. He averaged 15 points a game, 8 assists, 5 rebounds, and 1.6 steals. He shot 50% from the field and 40% from three, and shot 85% from the free throw line.
Ooh.
Yes.
Okay.
He's able to deliver the ball at elite angles, and he can use either hand to pass the ball. He controls the game, and he plays fast. He's a good finisher, despite the fact that he's got a below the rim game, and he's tough and tenacious on defense. He's a clutch shooter. He had a big shot to send Marquette to the Sweet 16 this year. As far as his weaknesses, the fact that he is 6'3", without elite athleticism, will make him a liability defensively in certain scenarios. He lacks blow-by speed and will be limited when it comes to creating for himself and others. And he will need to utilize ball screens to efficiently dribble downhill. He's got a limited mid-range game, which would definitely help him. It would help him creating his own shot, because he wouldn't have to finish at the rim as much, because although he's a decent finisher at the college level, they obviously get bigger, faster, and stronger at the next level. So that could cause some problems for him, as well as the fact that he has somewhat of a slow release. But ultimately, he will. I feel like he will probably be targeted defensively at the next level, depending on what the matchups are, specifically quicker guards, bigger guards, stronger guards. As far as his fit with Detroit, I would love if he would drop to the second round, early in the second round to us. We definitely need a court general off the bench. I think that he would be able. I think he would play. He would be able to play that role, because he is an elite passer, and he's a good defender. It will be difficult for him to play alongside Sasser, because Sasser is also not very big. But it would allow Sasser to not have to facilitate and create for others. But you love the fact that he shoots very efficiently, 50% from the field, 40 from three, 85% free throws. He gets after it on the defensive end, and it would create a situation where we would have somebody that takes care of the ball and can move and can move it around. So if he would drop to the second round, I like him. I know there's a lot of teams that are intrigued with a lot of what he has going on, but he could fall due to the fact that he doesn't have elite blow by speed, athleticism, size, height, all those type of things. So he would be a nice second round pick if that worked out for us.
Couple things here, man. I get kind of intrigued when they talk about the high assist ratio and elite passing. I just think of the possibilities with having a guard here in Detroit that can, get the ball to the players and not turn the ball over. And then on top of that, he's shooting 40% from 3% from the field. And it just looks good on paper. Hold on one second. It looks really good on paper. And I think not to really, dog this guy out, but he's not on anyone's top 10, so I can't say that he would be good at 5 for the Pistons. But a second round pick, I think he's a sleeper. I think he would fit well in Detroit. I don't want to hear anything about athleticism or anything like that because I'm watching Joker and I'm watching Doncic. Doncic, those are
bigger guys now.
Those are bigger guys, and they're also there's not a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying it's just, there's been guys that have been fundamentally that's been very more fundamental than athletic. So I put it like that. And they are bigger guys. Because I was going to mention Tim Duncan. He wasn't known as the most athletic guy, but he was big fundamentals. But I like this guy in the second round. So we'll see how it goes. That second round pick could be very, very intriguing depending upon what's on the board.